hold on. Diddy's empire of illusions is crashing down in ways you never imagined. The mogul known for glitz and wealth is now tangled in explosive scandals, shocking betrayals, and relentless legal battles that are shaking Hollywood to its core. From hidden secrets to bombshell evidence, every twist will leave you speechless. How did his seemingly untouchable world collapse? Stick around, the truth is about to blow your mind. Beyond the Beat, unveiling the world of Sean Diddy Combs. Sean Diddy Combs was more than just a celebrity. He was an empire, a billionaire music mogul, a trendsetter, and a force in the entertainment industry for decades. Loved by many, hated by some, but undeniably successful, he built his name on talent, ambition, and power. But power comes at a price. For years, rumors swirled around Diddy, whispers of excess, aggression, and behind-the-scenes dealings that didn't quite add up. Yet nothing ever stuck. He was untouchable until now. What started as a lawsuit quickly spiraled into something much bigger, something that would shake the foundations of his career, his legacy, and even his billion-dollar fortune. And just when people thought they had seen it all, the accusations got even worse. But who is Sean Diddy Combs beyond the headlines? His rise to fame was anything but ordinary, and his past holds secrets that may explain how he got here. If you thought the scandal was shocking, wait until you see what shaped the man at the center of it all. The untold truth about Diddy's past, a life built on survival. Before the scandals, before the billion-dollar empire, Sean John Combs was just a boy growing up in Harlem, facing a reality far different from the glitz and glamour he would later embrace. Born on November 4th, 1969, Diddy's early years were marked by struggle. His father, who had ties to a convicted drug dealer, was shot and killed in his car when Diddy was just 2 years old. Raised by his mother alongside his sister Keisha, he grew up knowing what it meant to survive. Despite the hardship, Combs showed early ambition. He attended an all-boys Catholic school and even served as an altar boy. But religion, much like many aspects of his life, would later become a subject of controversy. By 2008, he openly stated that he didn't follow any specific religious path, choosing instead to believe in one God that could be worshipped anywhere, whether in a synagogue, church, or mosque. Then in 2023, he made headlines once again when he claimed that God is a woman, a statement that left many wondering if it was just another publicity move. Beyond his personal beliefs, Diddy's relationships have also been a topic of discussion. Married and divorced 3 times between 1994 and 2024, he fathered 7 children. His love life was often as chaotic as his career, high-profile romances, public breakups, and whispers of behind-the-scenes drama. But if you thought his personal life was complicated, wait until you see what happened when he stepped into the music industry. Because once Diddy got a taste of power, he wasn't just in it to succeed, he was in it to dominate. And that choice? It wasn't as simple as it seemed, because the next step he took left everyone stunned. Diddy's rise to power, the music empire that changed everything. Diddy's journey into the music industry wasn't just about passion, it was about control. He had a vision, an unshakable belief that he could reshape hip-hop, and he wasn't going to let anyone stand in his way. Starting as an intern at Uptown Records, he moved with a level of confidence that made people take notice. In record time, he helped shape the careers of Jodeci and Mary J. Blige, proving that his instincts for talent were unmatched. But his ambition wasn't always welcome. When Uptown abruptly let him go, many thought it was over for him before it had even truly begun. But failure was never an option. Instead of retreating, Diddy did what he did best. He built. That same year, he launched Bad Boy Records, and almost overnight, it became a powerhouse. With a roster of future icons, including the notorious B.I.G., Mace, and Faith Evans, Diddy wasn't just making hits. He was shaping the sound of an era. And his own success was undeniable. His debut album, No Way Out, sold over 7 million copies, winning him a Grammy and cementing his place at the top. His business ventures exploded. Clothing, alcohol partnerships, real estate, everything he touched turned to gold. By 2022, he was officially a billionaire. But money and power have a way of changing things. The same empire that made him unstoppable also made him untouchable. At least, that's what he thought. Because while the world saw a music mogul at his peak, behind the scenes, the cracks were forming. And when the numbers started slipping, his empire took a hit that no one saw coming. If you thought his success was shocking, wait until you see how fast it all fell apart. Cracks in the empire, legal turmoil, and shocking revelations. The legal saga surrounding Combs has unfolded like an unrelenting storm, a cascade of scandals and courtroom dramas that have rattled even the most steadfast defenders of his legacy. What began as a modest landlord dispute in 1997 soon spiraled into an intricate web of explosive allegations that spanned violent confrontations, bribery, and a series of discreet settlements that only hinted at the deeper, darker undercurrents at play. In 2017, the tension escalated when his longtime personal chef, Cindy Rueda, stepped forward with claims of sexual harassment and retaliation. Although this matter was quietly settled by February 2019, it served as a harbinger of the turbulent events yet to come, a prelude to a narrative that would soon engulf the entertainment world in controversy. Then came November 2023, a month that marked a dramatic turning point. Cassie Ventura, whose tumultuous relationship with with Combs from 2007 to 2018 had long been a subject of intrigue, filed a lawsuit laden with explosive accusations, claims of rape, sex trafficking, and physical abuse. The suit even ventured into bizarre territory, alleging that Combs had a hand in orchestrating the explosion of Kid Cudi's car. Although the charges were eventually dismissed following an undisclosed settlement, the impact of these revelations sent shockwaves throughout the media and among his fans. As if that weren't enough, two more lawsuits emerged within the same tumultuous month. One case revealed disturbing details of a recorded abuse incident involving musician Aaron Hall, while another lawsuit brought allegations of revenge porn into the spotlight. By March 2024, the relentless legal pressures forced federal agents from the Department of Homeland Security to conduct dramatic raids on Combs' properties in Miami Beach and Los Angeles, a clear indication that the authorities were determined to leave no stone unturned. May 17, 2024, will forever be etched in public memory. On that day, surveillance footage released by CNN captured a chilling scene at the Intercontinental Hotel in Century City, Los Angeles. In a moment that exuded raw anger and desperation, Combs was caught in a fierce physical altercation with Ventura. The video was a visceral reminder of the volatility that had long simmered beneath the surface. Although Combs issued a public apology on May 24th, calling his actions inexcusable, further sexual assault allegations emerged later that year, deepening the crisis and leading to a damning federal indictment. By June 2024, the fallout reached unprecedented institutional heights. In a decisive act of repudiation, Howard University rescinded the honorary degree awarded to him in 2014 and dismantled the scholarship program that once bore his name, a stark signal that even academic institutions would not overlook his misdeeds. The legal maelstrom intensified further in September 2024 when federal authorities in New York arrested Combs on charges ranging from racketeering to sex trafficking by force and transportation for purposes of prostitution. Now confined at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, his fate remains shrouded in uncertainty. On October 1st, 2024, The Washington Post broke the news that a legion of lawyers was mobilizing to file up to 120 additional lawsuits, with allegations coming from both male and female minors, and with reports from nearly 3,000 individuals, approximately 100 cases actively under investigation. The courtroom was poised to reveal even more explosive details about alleged abuses. Every new filing threatened to add another layer of complexity to an already staggering saga. In a dramatic session in October 2024, Judge Arun Subramanian set a trial date for May 5, 2025, while imposing stringent orders to keep key evidence, such as secret grand jury material, under wraps. And as if the mounting pressures weren't enough, on November 27, 2024, another judge denied Combs' bid for bail, leaving the public and critics alike questioning how much further this crisis could spiral. And that decision? It wasn't as clear-cut as it appeared, because the subsequent move sent shockwaves through an already stunned nation. If you thought the tumult had reached its zenith, just wait until you see how the fallout sets the stage for the final reckoning. The next chapter promises revelations that will challenge everything we thought we knew about power, loyalty, and the very essence of redemption. With each unfolding detail, the narrative draws inexorably toward its conclusion, a moment that may redefine the legacy of an empire on the brink. Stay tuned, because what comes next is not just the conclusion. It's the ultimate pivot that ties every thread of this explosive saga together, leaving us with questions that will echo long after the final verdict is delivered. Conclusion: the final reckoning. As the dust settles on an empire built on music and mayhem, Diddy's legacy hangs in the balance. Once a celebrated mogul, his fortune and reputation now face a reckoning that could redefine his story forever. With legal battles still raging and a trial looming, one thing is clear: this saga is far from over. Stay tuned, because the next chapter in this tumultuous journey may change everything.